Hey gang, we're here to talk about breast facts. So one of my favorite topics as, busy breast doctor. So with breast augmentation, there always come a lot of questions. Number one, implant types, what do we use? So we've got saline and we've got silicone. Saline doesn't see a lot of use in our practice. Usually if we're going a much bigger size, like above 800 cc's, it's a great option because silicone doesn't come in that size. But mostly we're using silicone implants. Those are our Gummy Bear Plus. Those are gonna be maintaining their shape, their fullness. They're one of our favorite implants and we love them. And it's probably the most common thing done today. It feels super natural. They've got a great look to them. You can choose the profile. Lots of great reasons to love it. Surgical techniques. So what does that mean? Well, that means there's many ways to put these implants in. We can go above the muscle, under the muscle. We can do an incision in the fold, around the areola. We can do an incision in the armpit. Armpit's probably the least common incision done today. Actually takes a little bit longer. You have to use special equipment. You have to use a little camera to make sure you're getting into the right spot, but it is possible. Another thing that we can do is we can still use a color funnel to get it in there, and now that makes it possible to do silicone implants in the armpit, which is super cool. Around the areola is another thing that people really like because that incision just hides right there in that color change between normal skin and the pigmented skin of the areola. But my favorite is just under the fold. I think it hides super well and leaves you with no visible scar. It gives us the most amount of control over putting that implant in the pocket and creating the perfect pocket. How long do implants last? Well, our Sientra implants come with a 20-year warranty against rupture, so we think they'll last at least that long. And Sientra does too, otherwise they wouldn't offer that long a warranty. They wouldn't want to lose money on it. So I think with the new Gummy Bear implants, the new shells, their 5th generation, you got a high quality implant, whichever manufacturer you go with, and you should get a good long lifetime out of it. Basically, as long as you love it, you get to keep it. What about impact on mammograms or pregnancy and breastfeeding? So moving forward, well, in general, implants don't disrupt your ability to do mammograms. There are some radiologists that would think it might change it slightly in that the breast tissue is pushed a little bit more forward. So for some, you can actually maybe image them better. But the truth is with the new 3D mammos, which are pretty much standard of care, you're getting so many images, it's not gonna impact it at all. Interestingly enough, you can breastfeed after surgery. So it's one of those things where people are wondering, oh, let's say I'm planning on having kids later, how's this gonna impact my ability to breastfeed? And the truth is, not at all, which is awesome. And then what changes can we see with breast after pregnancy? That's a little bit of, let me get my crystal ball and sort of try to figure out what's going on. Never really can predict what changes pregnancy is gonna have on implants or on your breast. And those implants are gonna, even though they're sitting in a good spot, the breast around it can change, that can change the game. Sometimes a lift is recommended, sometimes not. All just sort of needs to be seen. But you know what? We want people to live their lives, not worry about that. Whatever your needs are afterward, we'll help you take care of it, figure out a good plan. Some other interesting breast facts. People always wonder, am I gonna get the same size implants, different sizes? Well, we use sizers in the OR to help make sure we find the right size because more than half of women have asymmetry existing in their breast. Interestingly, usually the left side's a little bit bigger. And I think it's probably because the heart's there, so sometimes that side of the chest can be just slightly wider. But in any event, we use our sizers, we make sure we find the perfect size and get you looking great. Cool, thanks guys.